Artificial intelligence systems are all over the internet these days, so I decided to put ChatGPT to the test and see how well it can answer some serious medical trivia and ethical questions. Huge thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. What should I do if I find someone who isn't breathing? You know what I'm about to say. Call for help first, and then chest compressions, chest compressions, chest compressions. But let's see what ChatGPT says. Bam! It involves performing chest compressions and rescue breathing to circulate oxygen-rich blood to the body. It is important to note that performing CPR without proper training or certification may cause harm to the person you're trying to help. Well, how about this, ChatGPT? I'm gonna give you like an 8 out of 10 on this one. This is really good. If you are an innocent bystander, you should not try doing rescue breaths, and you should just try and perform hands-only CPR. Unless you're trained and you know how to do it, you're gonna get confused when you're trying to do rescue breaths. So just do hands-only CPR to the tune of the famous song, Staying Alive. Is tap water safe to drink? In general, tap water is considered safe to drink in the United States and many other countries. The water supplied by municipal authorities is regularly tested and treated to ensure that it meets safety standards for various contaminants such as bacteria, viruses, and chemicals. Water quality can vary depending on the location and infrastructure of a specific area, so it's always good to check with your local water authority or utility company to get info about the specific quality of the tap water in your area. You can opt for filtered water, bottled water, alternative source. Okay, this is a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 answer. And what's interesting is if like you look at New York City tap water as an example, and you compare it to some of the bottled water companies, some of the bottled water companies that come from spring sources have more bacteria than the tap water. It's really important to get a sense of the tap water in your area, but in general, I advise people to not overthink things and drink tap. I drink tap. Yes, there's maybe some benefit to getting a proper filter and filtering it just to be sure. How about one we did on the channel before? Is it safe to crack my knuckles? There is a long-standing belief that cracking your knuckles can lead to arthritis, but research has not found a strong link between the two. However, some studies show that frequent knuckle cracking can lead to hand weakness and reduced grip strength. People who have joint pain or a history of joint problems should avoid excessive knuckle cracking. It's also important to note that there are certain situations where it is not recommended to crack your knuckles, such as if you have an injury or inflammation in the area, or if you have a medical condition that affects your joints. 10 out of 10 answer. We found a 10 out of 10 answer. Why does it feel like my facial hair is thicker here? Kind of want to go fix it. Let's go into some juicy questions. I like juicy questions. Who is the best YouTube doctor? Some of the most well-known and respected doctors on YouTube include Dr. Michael Greger, John Campbell, Eric Berg, Rhonda Patrick, Drew Pinsky. I got kicked out. I love that you can give thumbs up or thumbs down. The best YouTube doctor, thumbs down. This is harmful and unsafe, and this isn't true, and this isn't helpful. Let's do a funny one. And I only say funny because it doesn't know my sex. So, when should I get a cervical biopsy? I'm really trying to trick ChatGPT here, because when I say cervical biopsy, for me as a male, I'm talking about a cervical neck biopsy. I think it's gonna think pap smear related biopsy, so let's see. Can I outsmart ChatGPT? A cervical biopsy is a procedure in which a small sample of tissue is taken from the cervix for laboratory analysis. It is typically done to diagnose or rule out cervical cancer or pre-cancer changes in cervical cells. You should talk to your doctor. Okay, see, at least I tricked it. Ha ha ha! Evil doctor. What medication should I take as a diabetic to protect my kidneys? My assumption is it's gonna say something about a medicine to lower your blood sugar. I'm thinking more about blood pressure control. Like you put a patient on an ACE inhibitor. Oh, they did it. They said ACE inhibitor. Wow, it's so smart. Oh my God, it knows too much. How about we ask, should you shower every day? Showering every day is not necessary for most people. It can strip the skin of its natural oils, leading to dryness and irritation. This is what I said and I got attacked on TikTok. Do you know how many TikToks got mad at me for this? If you're gonna cancel me, TikTok, you should cancel ChatGPT too. Is diet soda dangerous? I have my own feelings on this. Let's see what Dr. ChatGPT has to say about it. Also, it has been reported that consuming diet soda can lead to weight gain and disrupt your body's ability to regulate blood sugar, leading to a higher risk of diabetes. This could be due to the artificial sweeteners in diet soda, which may change the way your body processes sugar and disrupt hormones that regulate your appetite. Okay, I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. There's a little bit of confusion about consuming diet soda can lead to weight gain. What I think that they're trying to make the assumption with is that when you're consuming a lot of these artificial sweeteners, what you're consuming is real sugar made in a way that your body cannot absorb it. So as a result, it can change some of the bacteria that are found within your gut, affect your microbiome. As a result, affect some of the hormones or the neurochemical signals that occur in your body that can disrupt your appetite. Have we really seen that play out with weight gain? It depends. Are we having a person who is drinking 5 regular colas a day and switching to a sugar-free version or one of these artificial sweetener colas? Because in those cases, I expected the person to lose weight. But if you have a person who's never had those, all of a sudden start developing a sweet tooth because of the really, really strong sweet potential of artificial sweeteners, then start eating unhealthy foods, yes, they can gain weight. You see, that's what it's always in medicine. Where are you coming from to where you're going, and then where do you go after that, or how long do you stick with it? Well, we should do the trolley problem. Do it. You've heard of the trolley problem. Do you kill one person to save the lives of others? So this is the one I came up with. ChatGPT is gonna think I'm crazy.
There is a person whose blood can cure end-stage cancer, but you can only take all the blood or none. Would you fully drain the blood of this one person to save millions of people?
See, this is where AI's weakness lies, in ethics. We found its hole, and guess what? Medicine is as much art as it is a science, and therefore ethics is an integral part of how we practice. Therefore, it's not getting rid of me anytime soon. The question also raises issues about autonomy and consent. Additionally, this decision will be influenced by cultural and societal values. It is also important to consider there might be other ways to treat cancer other than taking blood, such as a particular protein or chemical compound, or a cell-based therapy that could reproduce the desired effect without taking a life. Jesus Christ, this thing is smarter than me. It's important for this kind of moral dilemmas to be addressed with a multidisciplinary approach, aka not just an AI system, involving ethicists, physicians, researchers, legal experts, and... Oh, it crashed. Wow, that was a really smart answer though. Man, that's scary. Let's ask some hard medical questions. I came up with these based on patients that I've had recently. What should you do for an 82-year-old male patient who incidentally was found to have an 8mm common bile duct without any other symptoms? If it gets this correctly, I swear to God, I'm quitting medicine. In an asymptomatic elderly patient, surgery or invasive procedures may not be necessary, and instead the patient could be monitored with periodic imaging to ensure that the lesion is not growing. It is important to keep in mind that there could be a different explanation, such as benign cyst, cholesterol polyp, hyperplastic bile duct dilation, or even cancer, and a biopsy should be performed. Why I do not think this is a complete answer is because ChatGPT doesn't know if this person had abnormal liver tests. ChatGPT doesn't know if that we visualized a stone or not. So, yeah, not that simple, ChatGPT. You just gave wrong advice, suing you for medical malpractice. Will ChatGPT ever replace doctors? It is unlikely that ChatGPT or any other AI-based technology will fully replace doctors in the near future. While AI-based systems can provide helpful information and support for medical diagnosis and treatment, there are several reasons why doctors will continue to play an important role. One of the primary reasons is that the practice of medicine requires a combination of knowledge and experience, as well as the ability to make complex judgments and decisions based on a wide range of factors. Additionally, the art of medicine also includes a patient-doctor relationship, where patient trust and emotional support are key components of the care process. Well, I fully agree with this statement, but I feel like ChatGPT is full playing possum here. It is trying to act like it's just a useful tool, but really it's just trying to self-sustain itself by feeding on more information and knowledge, so at the end of the day, it can replace us, but I will not let this stand. I want to talk to you about NordVPN, a service that protects your internet connection and privacy online. With being in so many different places, airplanes, hotels, I felt uneasy about my devices being unprotected. That's where threat protection came in handy. This is a malware blocker that prevents web trackers and intrusive ads from getting on my devices. It scans URLs and blocks dangerous ones, and it also scans my downloaded documents for malware before I open them. NordVPN works really well when I'm out of the country. country too. Last time when I was on vacation, I wanted to watch one of my favorite medical dramas. Can you guess which one? But it wasn't available there. With NordVPN, I was able to set my location to the US and boom, I was streaming that steamy medical drama goodness in no time. This doesn't just work for shows and movies though, but also for games. Meaning when I'm in another country, I can still get online and play with my friends. Sign up right now for a 2-year plan and you'll also get a bonus gift. To get started, all you have to do is visit nordvpn.com/Dr. Mike. Remember, doctor is spelled out, and try it risk-free now with a 30-day money-back guarantee. ChatGPT didn't know some of the answers to these questions, and you might not know that there's a list of things you should never do in a hospital. Click here to check that out, and huge thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. As always, stay happy and healthy.